Good Sunday evening, everybody. This is the Iceman here on the Iceman V2013 YouTube channel, aka Jeffrey Rose. I just got done watching the Giants earlier. Another loss for the Giants, of course. And I've been rooting for the Patriots, but it looks like the Packers are going to take them down. But anyway, I also watched the Can-Am Wrestling Show with Andre Corbiel and Big Ray. They had their top five wrestling feuds. And they also talked about the Art of Wrestling podcast from Colt Cabana with CM Punk. And if you guys haven't watched the Can-Am Wrestling show, uh, tune in and check it out. It was a great, great show. It's one of the better that Big Ray and Andre have put on in a very, very, very long time, in my opinion. I enjoyed this whole show. It was absolutely phenomenal. I like the passion of both Big Ray and Andre Corbeil. Um, Obviously, Big Ray, a big CM Punk fan. Andre, not the biggest CM Punk fan, but he did acknowledge the fact that he does believe everything that CM Punk said in his podcast, and I really give him a lot of credit um, for really stating how he really felt. Now we have a podcast on Monday night after Monday Night Raw on the WWE Network with Stone Cold Steve Austin with Vince McMahon as guest. Whether or not we'll hear a response from Vince about the podcast from CM Punk remains to be seen. I'm sure there'll be some questions, but I also know that this will probably be a very doctored up, pre-planned podcast, so as to in any way the WWE does not demean themselves whatsoever at all. So um, it's been a pretty interesting week after this podcast and after watching a lot of wrestling videos and a lot of the thoughts and a lot of opinions. Everybody has the right to their own opinion. Um, you know, CM Punk did state the fact that, he is friends with Cena, and he said only he and Cena are the only two people that have ever told Vince McMahon to ever fuck off, which I find that pretty cool. Um, also, Alberto Del Rio, who is no longer in the WWE. Also, he's made remarks about John Cena, and and he didn't have to do so. He stated the fact that John Cena is a phenomenal wrestler. Uh, uh, this comes from a guy that the WWE sort of like really defaced him um, through racism and whatnot. But it just shows the respect that Alberto Del Rio has for some of the WWE superstars. Now, I've been saying this for a long time that the WWE, everybody that comes out of independent wrestling, or if they move on up to TNA, everybody wants to jump ship to the WWE. And the reason being is because the WWE is the big boys in the wrestling business. Unfortunately, they are the only big boys now since the demise of WCW. And but they don't understand what they get themselves into. Um, Joining WWE, yeah, you may go somewhere and you may not, but you also have to pay the price by joining and signing that dotted line. Because once you sign that dotted line, you're owned by the WWE, and it's not the road. Um, it's not like taking the yellow brick road, like in the Wizard of Oz, to get to where you think you're going to be at the top. And a lot of people understand this that have been there in the WWE uh, and whatnot. And of course, let's face it, guys. If the WWE was on top of things for the WWE superstars health wise, would Chris Benoit, uh, you know, gone on continuing to, have steroids delivered at his home? Would he have, had this roid rage to where, you know, he devastated his family and himself as well? Would Eddie Guerrero have been found dead in the bathroom of his home? I mean, let's face it. The WWE overlooks a lot of things, and it depends on who you are. Basically, you need to do in the WWE, and if the WWE sees fit, to find ways to have you become a bigger star, they're going to overlook. They're going to blind their eyes, and they're just going to just walk away and act like they don't see anything. How many times have we seen it with Randy Orton, who is shit all over a lot of other WWE superstars and divas as well, only to get, you know, a slap on the wrist? I mean, it it's not just Randy Orton; it's just so many other stars as well. Um, the WWE, and I'll be honest with you, I have a lot of respect for Triple H, but I also think Triple H has been bad for business as far as the WWE goes. I think he has a lot of influence on Vince McMahon, where Vince may have turned the other cheek and done things a little bit differently, but Triple H has sort of been convincing just for the fact, and he also has, you know, um, Stephanie to help convince uh, Vince of doing some things that probably weren't too kosher to be done in the first place. But yeah, the WWE, all these people from the independent circuits. I mean, I think now that all this has been brought out in the open by CM Punk, the issues with Alberto Del Rio, I think a lot of people in the independent circuits are going to think twice before wanting to board the ship of the WWE. Yes, certainly if you're wanting to make some big bucks, uh, to help your family out and whatnot, and if you're single and you have nobody else with you, maybe it could be a good thing for you. But you need to think twice before you do sign with the WWE, because you really don't know what you're getting yourself into. Now, like I said, I'm waiting for the response from the WWE. We've heard a lot of stupid remarks from Ryback, who is just nothing but a, you know, I don't know what to say about Ryback. I've heard so many issues about Ryback since his arrival in the WWE. Um, he is come close to major, major injuries to other superstars because he just can't get his moves down right and whatnot. And I feel, to be quite honest, we do the same thing with Brock Lesnar. Maybe it's a good thing that Lesnar isn't there in the WWE on a daily basis, because how many superstars could be injured as well because of his style of professional wrestling? He's a stiff, he hurts people, and the bottom line is he gets paid. He really doesn't really give a shit, and that's the bottom line. Um, so anyway, I just wanted to bring all this out. These are my thoughts and these are my opinions. Um, you know, the WWE may look glamorous from the outside, but from the inside, I think it's a three-ring circus. And things are starting to get more and more exposed by people that work for the WWE. And I just wish that more superstars would step forward and really announce how it actually really is. A lot of people are agreeing with CM Punk said, but they won't say it publicly. And the bottom line is because they're afraid for their jobs. And what does that go and tell you? The WWE is a big dictatorship. And if you don't do what they want you to do, you can move on elsewhere. So this is the Iceman on this Sunday night. Peace out, everybody. See you next time.